I'm very happy to be here, and I'm sorry the mayor couldn't make it, so I'm going to be, instead of him, presenting on Nur-Sultan strategic development and how the city is envisioning itself in the next 30 years. We are glad that you are here and that the summit is being held in Nur-Sultan. One of the main areas where we as a city are trying to focus is attracting more tourists. And we do understand that because of the infrastructure and that it is a capital, the major tourists that we are looking for are the MICE tourists. So it's exactly events like this, summits, conferences. Just now the championship is being held also in Nur-Sultan. So, I mean, events like this are the ones that we're trying to attract more into the city. As of now, there is 1.2 million people living in Nur-Sultan, and that's roughly 4.5 times more than what it used to be when the city was announced as a capital. I think just at the previous section, the previous panel, the chair of the Astana Financial Center has told about its strategy and how the city is also aiming to become the financial center of the region. And we are trying to attract more global talent. And Nur-Sultan is trying to become one of the global cities. We see that one of the challenges is to grow the infrastructure because the city is growing too fast. We have the population that's being grown at least by 50,000 each year. So we do require regular infrastructure, the hard one, roads, more public transport, sewerage system, and housing. But we also do require growth in other areas. And one of those fields is innovation and attracting new technology here. And our Astana Innovations is one of the companies that is in charge of that field. We did come up with some of the, I think, projects, the successful ones that have been implemented in Nur-Sultan. One of those projects is in the field of security. And we do expand now the project into a deeper issues such as general security, such as face recognition. We also now working on a project that involves cybersecurity because we do understand that growing challenges in this field require us to act immediately. According to our strategy, Nur-Sultan in the next 30 years is a global city. With a growing population, still we do think that it's going to grow up to 2 million. I don't know if we are really, that was our goal or not, but we believe that the city is going to attract more people. So the construction sector is going to be still one of the main drivers for the economy. And the small and medium enterprises. As of now, 58.5% of the local GDP comes from small and medium enterprises, and almost 70% of taxes do come from small and medium enterprises. So we do think that that field is going to expand because with the growing population, you do need new barbershops, you do need new supermarkets, schools, kindergartens. So all the services sector is going to expand. Also, Nur-Sultan is, I think, is a very good ground for piloting things, such as the last year for the schools. The Ministry of Education has introduced, the set amount of money that is per pupil. So because the education, the school education is guaranteed by the Constitution, the ministry came up with some numbers that are guaranteed and that can be used for private schools as well. And this year only, we see 14 new private schools being initiated as projects. Some of them already under construction, some of them are going to be constructed next year. But we see that business is really reacting to all of the opportunities that the government and the local government is giving. Out of the 14 new schools, half of them are international schools, which are going to attract foreign tutors, which is going to provide world-class education. So we envision ourselves as educational hub as well for countries that are nearby, for them to send their kids to college here. We also have Nazarbayev University, which is now doing that in the field of higher education. That's one of the fields that is also interesting for us to expand, as well as the medical center, because Nur Sultan, you've probably seen here, not far from Expo site, there are numerous hospitals, and they're really, world-class hospitals that can attract more tourists in that field. And we do see statistics for the last 5 and 7 years, and we do see that people from Uzbekistan and other countries like parts of Russia, instead of going to Moscow, for them it's easier to come over here and do get some medical checkups and use our facilities. And our Ministry of Health, as well as the Department of Health of Nur Sultan, is envisioning to increase the amount of medical tourists to the city. So that's probably our main goals for the strategy. We do think that we have all the capabilities, as long as the big, will to achieve it. Hopefully in the very near future, Nur Sultan is going to be one of the most comfortable, globally recognized, and quite competitive and sustainable cities. Thank you.